One of the most exciting aspects of any virtual design and construction project is the opportunity to integrate virtual reality. VR pulls the user into their work, giving them a holistic realization of a project status and can serve as a powerful communication medium for stakeholders. Prospect by Iris VR is one of these unique applications. It's a platform in which to collaborate with others to review one or more models, and Prospect provides tools to mark up these models as well as track and manage issues related to coordination. Prospect comes with various plugins for different modeling authorship softwares from which to export. For our Capstone project, we have used several separate models to form a single federated building, and this is why I've chosen to use Navisworks to export the project into Prospect, for the sake of convenience, but I could have also reached the same result by linking all of our models together using Revit. So here in my NWF file, I'm going to navigate to the Prospect by Iris VR plugin and click View in VR. And here I'm brought to a dialog box that is asking me to select certain viewpoints and properties from this file that I want to bring in. I'll make this selection, and of course the more selections you make, the larger your file is going to be and the longer it may take for it to upload into the cloud. But once I've finished this, I'll click Start Processing. This part takes about 10 minutes. As soon as my project file has finished being processed in Navisworks, I'm immediately brought into the Prospect desktop app where I would be asked if the latest export should be uploaded into a new project folder or an existing one. I have one already set up here. We can see that I am able to share the upload with others by adding them as collaborators or by sending them a short 6-digit join code. You need not have a VR headset to view these models. The desktop application provides the same experience so no team members can get left out. And you can see here in the file information that there are areas for issue tracking, for photo capture, as well as other data concerning the file's contents. All of the activities I perform in the model are recorded here and then can be seen by all collaborators. I have our Johnson Cobb model already being uploaded in our Prospect account, and next I'll be using the model to show you some of the platform's cool features. So here I am, using my Oculus Quest 2, I begin at the lobby, and I'm going to go into my apps and select Prospect by Iris VR. And of course it takes a moment to load. And I must also mention that the model is uploaded in a cloud. So I'm not actually downloading all of the data from the model directly into my headset at once. Here I am at the lobby of the application, and I see that I could enter a join code. If somebody was to send me theirs, I could jump into their model as a collaborator. I have the Johnson Cobb project. I have other projects shared with me. But back to Johnson Cobb, here's the file that we're going to be viewing. I can see that it's been viewed 6 times. I can see collaborators, so I can see that Olga, our scheduler, has also hopped in. And I can just launch the file directly from here. Cool. So as soon as the model has uploaded, I am brought into what is called the dollhouse view. And I can just use my grips here and there to grab a hold and twist the dollhouse and rescale it. I can see exactly what scale the model is at relative to my size in 3-dimensional space. And I like to turn off what's called the comfort mode because it gives me that tunnel vision whenever I do try to move. Now I have it off. And some cool features about this view is that I can go to the Tools tab and create a section plane. I find this very useful just to kind of locate rooms if I want to jump into the model, which I'm going to show in just a moment. I can have a little bit more variety here. So I'll grab this section plane, and you can see I can move it. I'm just using the trigger to pull the section plane out. Very, very flexible. I can cut it at an angle if I want. I can't line it up perfectly. Oh, I can do pretty well. There we are. I'll turn that off now and zoom back out. And I also have here a clipboard, complete with my little name on it. And this is actually where I access all of my tools for tracking and managing issues, as well as taking pictures and turning on and off layers. So in the visibility settings here, I can see all the layers from my Navisworks file for each of my models. So I can see that I've got top of roof deck a few times in the selection set. And I'll start by turning all the layers off just to show how this works. Of course, there we are, nothing to see. But I can turn on a couple layers. Main floor, we'll see which main floor of the civil model. So I can inspect certain phases and certain coordinated models independently, or turn on a few things to see how federated they are. I'll turn back all my models here. And another cool feature is the sun setting. I can change the time of day and the time of year. So I'll go to kind of around the beginning of summer. You can see in the morning, I can adjust the sunlight. And other people that are collaborating in this file with me at the same time are going to see these changes. From this scaled model view, we can jump into the model by pressing up on the right-hand controller joystick, and we can see exactly where we want to be cast in the model. Here we are. Now there's a couple ways to move about. I could press up on the right controller again to kind of teleport exactly where I want to go in the file. Or I can use the joystick on my right hand to kind of smoothly move on the current plane. I have these two buttons here, A and B, that I can use to ascend or descend as well. Unfortunately, in our model, and I've seen it work in others, we can't move upstairs. So I'll have to be pressing B, the top button, to kind of float over the stairs, and then use the teleport to directly come back to ground. Some other cool features become usable in this view, such as the camera, which I can point to a certain area, and then by holding the trigger, I take a new picture. I can show you what I look like in this view. I've taken a little selfie, and there I am with my little headset. This is what other collaborators would see too if they saw me using the headset. Finally, I'm going to show you how to create and manage issues using Prospect. So I'm going to start by creating an issue here from the Issues Tracking tool, and I will select the element that needs to be fixed. So I've selected here these pipes, and rather than typing, which is a pain using the Oculus, I can just speak and it'll write what I say. So for the title, I'm going to say pipes protruding through wall at stair 2. Perfect. And then description, I can add some more information about how this possibly could be solved, what would need to change, whether it had been the wall that would need to be moved or the pipes themselves. Of course, we do know that it's the pipes that need to be fixed or relocated. And I can change its status, just like any other kind of issue tracking software. State the kind of issue, whether it's a typical issue, a clash, quality control, or any other kind of option. And then assess its urgency. Then I could click Save to publish the issue, where I can also view it outstanding on the prospect clipboard here. Once I leave this model, kind of like in the loading screen, we will see the exact same things. I have an outstanding issue previously made. It's with a glazing, it seems, issue between interior glazing and gypsum board. And by clicking Open, I'm teleported exactly to the source of that issue. Just like with the pipes, I can do same for the interior glazing. And say we fix this. I can edit this issue and change its status to closed. I can even delete it so we no longer see that issue once it's fixed.